All right, so I was talking about how people aren't really special, right? And you were saying that, what were you saying? You think people are special?
What I'm saying is I hear what you're saying, that everyone is special to themselves, right? So each one of us, we are the most important, I would be the most special person in my life because I'm me and it's my life.
Right.
Right? And that would be true for everybody. But then we talk about people being special to us. Right? So I would say my husband is one of the most special people to me in my life. Right. And to someone who just met him, he's probably not that special or that significant in their lives. Right.
Yeah, and I was saying that, the reason why that is because people have like an attachment to these specific people, and also, you see yourself as special because you experience existence through this body you're in. You know what I'm saying? So, which is why you think you're special. But the reason why I'm saying, because I say that it's almost like this: you're special and not special at the same time. Right?
Can you break that down?
Simultaneously.
What do you mean?
So, what I'm saying is that you're special because you are you and you are unique. So your uniqueness is needed within the world for things to go down and to balance out and everything. But at the same time, you're not special because everybody is unique, and therefore it basically cancels itself out. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, but I think about it subjectively, right? I think about it from my perspective.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
So from my perspective, these are the people in my life who are special, and I recognize that other people might not find the same set of people as special.
Right.
But you're talking about something different. You're talking about a more global view of people and specialness in the world. Is that right?
I mean, yeah, to an extent, because basically what I'm saying is this, is that everything is connected. We're all one. You understand what I'm saying? It's I hate to sound new agey, but it's not even new age. This shit is how it has been, and so probably how it will always be. Who knows? But
you're saying we're all one, as in we're all part of this bigger scene.
Right.
We're part of the world. We're part of society.
Right. So when you say
we're part of existence.
Right. So when you say I feel this person is more special, what you're doing is you're separating this person from that person and saying that this person is more important than the other person. But it's not true.
To me.
Yeah, and okay, again, let's think about who you are. Who are you? You are everything else. You see what I'm saying? I'll give it to you like this. Look, because I got to break it down. So, but the reason why it's hard for people to understand is because it's hard for people to understand that they are the universe. Meaning, this is like, so for
I'm one part of the universe?
No,
I'm one particle in the universe?
No, you are the universe. You're not one part of it. You are it. So basically what I mean is...
Sounds pretty special.
No, let's say... So for example, the way to understand this is that since things are connected, it's still one thing. So for example, you have front and back, right? And you can't have front without back. You can't have back without front, right?
Right.
So front and back essentially are the same. It's one thing.
They're part of one thing. They're part of the same thing.
Right. So it's the same thing.
Parts.
Yeah, they're different parts of the same thing. They're still the same thing.
Right.
Your back is the same. Your back and your front is the part of you, right?
Right.
And
so
you're one person.
That I'm part of the world.
Yes.
I'm part of the universe.
Yes.
I'm just a part, though. I'm just the back of the universe.
No.
Or just a smaller part, for sure.
No, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, let's say, for example, you have a quarter, right? You have the heads and you have the tails. Imagine you are the head and the tails is the rest of the world. But
okay, I'm imagining that.
Right. But it's still that one quarter. That's one thing. You understand what I'm saying? So you are it. You are that quarter. You understand? But you are on that side and the world is on this side, but you're still part of that.
We don't say it like that. Linguistically, we don't say you, the heads of the quarter, are the quarter. No, we say you're the head part of the quarter.
Right, but it's still the quarter. If I say pass me a quarter, can you just pass me the head part of the quarter?
I see. So you're saying
you're
saying that. So back to what we were saying before. So, you're saying that me and the how special I am is just a part of the rest of everybody.
Right, because it's part of the whole thing.
If I wasn't here, the rest of everybody would be slightly shifted, right?
To an extent,
but they would still continue to exist,
right? And because other things will come in, and because
new babies will be born,
right? But you'll also you'll also be in the ground, so you're still part of the whole thing,
part of the universe,
right?
Part of the
earth. So what I'm saying is that it's almost like this. Let's do the heads and tails thing, right? The heads is you, and the tails is the universe, right? Now, if I took a picture of you, right, you would be at the center of that picture, and everything else around you would be everything else going on in life. So I took a picture of you, at the park, it would be you in the front of the picture in the center, and then it might be the swings in the back and the trees and all that other stuff, right? So the heads is you, who's the center of the picture, and the tails is the trees and then all the other stuff. Okay. So it's one picture. You see what I'm saying? It's still one thing. So this is why I'm saying.
So you're saying, oh, I'm sorry.
No. So what I'm saying is that when we look at ourselves through the ego makes us think that we are separate from the universe, but we're not. We are it. We're this. It's the same thing.
That sounds like ego.
How is it ego?
Weren't you saying ego? Maybe this is a different conversation. Weren't you saying ego is about how you identify, but that can shift? Right. So if I identify as a part of the universe, can that shift? Maybe then I will identify as part of the solar system.
The solar system is part of the universe. It's everything. That's what I'm trying to say. But we're not talking about just Earth. We're talking about
just part of everything.
We're talking about existence. Everything. The universe, the cosmos, everything is existence. So what I'm saying is that it's like, I remember somebody said, there was a guy who he said something like life is hard, and then somebody else said compared to what? You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like this is it. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, what I'm saying is, so when we go back to the whole special thing, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that, no one's special and everyone's special at the same time is because if I'm saying I'm special, I'm basically saying you're special too. And I'm basically saying the world's special. I'm saying
the head of the quarter would be like.
Right. If I said this quarter is special, I'm talking about the head and the tails. I'm not gonna say, well, this head of the quarter is special, the tails is not.
See, I feel like maybe you would think that.
Why?
Maybe the head has a special head on it. Maybe it's a special mint edition of the quarter printing.
Right, but the whole quarter would be mint condition.
And the head special, and the tail is just regular.
And then see, that would be an example of the ego. If I put some sparkly things on the head side of the coin and said it's better and special, that's the ego. You see what I'm saying? Because you think you're putting on something on top of what it actually is, and then pretending that is actually what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's the ego. That's when someone says I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm smart, I'm a genius, whatever. That's ego, because you're dumping all these things on top of your being to say this is what it really is. And then this is why so many people are usually suffering and shit, and always frustrated, because they're trying to always keep up with their identity, that false sense of identity, which is the ego. So if I say, hey, you're a genius, you got to keep doing things to make me keep thinking you're a genius. You see what I'm saying?
I'm still struggling with what you're saying about everybody being special.
Mm-hmm. But this is the thing. It's like we were talking about earlier off the podcast or whatever, when I was talking about, imagine like if you have a light bulb.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
You have a light bulb, right? And you put a lampshade over the light bulb. Now, if I poked 20 holes into that shade or whatever, and then let's say light is coming through all those 20 holes, right?
And hitting the wall.
And hitting the wall or whatever. So you see 20 dots, right? Those dots represent, let's say, people, right?
20 people, okay.
Right, so you're saying I am different from this dot and I'm different from this dot or whatever, but we're all coming from we're coming from the same light. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the illusion of separateness, but it's we're all together from that light. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know if that's an illusion.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Where is the light? Where are those dots? Where are those dots coming from?
Right, so I see what you're saying. They're all coming
from that one source.
The same way that all humans are human.
It's like
we're all part of the universe.
Right. See, the separateness is the illusion. It's like if I took
illusion means that it's not real.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying it is real.
No,
like we pick one dot on the wall from this light.
Right.
Shade. And say this dot falls close to the window. I'm going to call this a special dot.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the dots are an illusion. I'm saying the illusion is thinking that it's a separate thing, that these things have no connection.
Oh, that they're not.
Do you see what I'm saying? Right.
Whereas they are.
Right. It's almost like if I took a ball of, like if I took like a shirt and I put it in black paint and I threw the shirt against the wall.
Okay.
And then the paint splattered all over the wall. So there's like 50 little separate black paints on this white wall. So what we think is that this black paint is a different thing. This is, Earth and Mars, and this is, it's like we're separate now.
But it's all black
all from that black paint. You see what I mean? It's all from that one thing.
I see what you're saying now. So you're saying everything is different. Everything is special. Everything is not special.
Right.
As in, we are all the black paint,
right?
And we are our own individual drops of black paint.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Or we're all coming from the light, but we're our own individual light.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is to say someone that say it's not special, it's not a diss or it's not a put down. It's just more of a revelation of this is
in terms of things being from the same.
Yeah, in terms of togetherness. So it's not, and see the whole concept around this is that, and the reason why it's hard to think about is because if you're like 35 years old, you have 35 years of being conditioned with your ego. So you want to feel special because that makes you feel good. You feel like without feeling that specialness that you don't matter, that you know what I'm saying? And that's the part that confuses a lot of people.
But couldn't you just say we're all, part of this bigger, existence, and we're our own individual parts? Could you just say it like that?
We're saying we're all individual parts of the whole thing?
We're each a unique part of
the whole
big puzzle.
Yeah, you can say that too.
Right, but we make up together. We are a big puzzle.
We are the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
When we come together.
Right. That's
okay.
That's all I'm saying.
This has nothing to do with me saying some people are more special to me than other people.
Now that's what I'm saying. You can say that, but you'll basically just be saying that off of reasons that have to do more so with the ego. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, more so with my experience that these particular people are more special and more significant to my life.
Right, and this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the connection you're making from that is literally from attachment and ego, because the only reason this person is more special than this person to you is because your being of experience through life is leading you to experience your life with these other beings, which is why you, within your own perception, think that they are more special than the next person. Thanks for watching, and please share this video and subscribe, and also click the link below or go to LocarioMotivation.com to get the free audio program, Eliminate Your Insecurity, How to Build Your Self-Esteem and Be Confident.